All right, guys, we're back here in Yakima, Washington with Fawn. How's it going, Fawn?
Pretty good.
How's your day been?
All right.
What have you been up to today?
Well, I went for a walk and came through the fence and fell. That's about it.
Oh, really?
That's
Dang.
about all I've done so far.
Are you from Yakima?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 51.
And what's your current situation right now?
I'm homeless
How long have you been homeless?
for probably about a year and a half.
What happened?
I was living in HUD housing, and a group of girls got together and they made documents with a HUD housing heading, and they slapped an eviction notice on my door, and now they're living in my apartment. And I've made I don't know how many reports to YPD, and they've done nothing about it. They said, well, they're not doing anything wrong. And I went to HUD, and they tell me, yeah, that the apartment's still in my name, but they don't ever do anything about it.
So the apartment's in your name, but
Yeah.
somebody else is living in it.
Yes.
Wow.
And not only that, but it was like a rippling effect. So there was it created a chain reaction, and then they collect my mail, and they ended up getting my native money. So now they collect my native checks, and so they just pretty much took over my identity.
Wow. So you're Native American?
Yes.
What tribe?
I'm 75% Alaskan Native and 25% Cherokee.
How much help do you receive from them, being that you're homeless?
I receive SSI and SSA.
Oh, okay. And does every tribe give different amount of money to their members, or would you know?
I think I'm pretty sure, but I was never able to collect my native pay because they intercepted. And then they went down to the courthouse and changed their name to Fawn Hammers with an S.
Yeah.
And my name's Fawn Hammer, and so they've been getting away with this, and they keep changing their name. They keep going down to the courthouse and changing their name, so the checks change and they go into their name.
Wow.
And so, yeah, and it was a group of girls that I knew, and they were jealous that I was pulling my butt up out of the gutter from the last time I was homeless, and I wanted to do better. And then this is what happened to me, and the YPD's not doing anything about it, and nobody seems to listen.
Wow. Do you have any kids?
I have one.
You have one?
Yeah.
Do they come and check up on you or anything like that?
Well, he lives in Germany, and I don't like to, tell him things like that because I don't want him to worry.
For sure. Is he in the military?
Actually, he was in the Army.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense, 'cause a lot of us are over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what kind of struggles do you face being out here in the streets?
There's nowhere to cook any food, nowhere to take a shower. You're cold. Just your basic things that you get when you have a home.
When was the last time you got to shower?
I showered yesterday at a friend's house.
That's good.
Yes.
What's your message to the youth about homelessness?
It's not permanent. If you really want to transition, you'll do it. Because I've done it before.
And are you currently on any drugs?
No.
That's good. That's good, because most people are, that.
Well, I did meth for 25 years, and I stopped. I just quit.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome that you were able to stop. Do you try to tell people out here about your story like that you were able to stop?
I'm pretty private.
Yeah.
But, there's some people I tell.
Because a lot of people out here could use something like that, a motivating story
Yes.
like that. For sure,
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion about the blues? About
You'll
fentanyl?
die. Eventually, you're going to die.
It's really bad out here in the streets.
Yes.
Huh? Yeah. Everybody's turning to the fentanyl powder too,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And it takes is one time.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
About a week ago, I was interviewing somebody, and there was 2 overdoses within 5 minutes
Mm-hmm.
in Yakima.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Every time I see one of those ambulances go, they're blue. So I call them a blue flyer because I know exactly where they're going.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not funny, but and when you go to the hospital after you overdose on them, they treat you like you're, I don't know, they treat you differently.
Have you ever overdosed before?
Actually, I did overdose. I was getting clean from the meth, and my boyfriend and I got in a fight. I went to someone's house, and she was smoking it. I thought it was an Oxycontin because I'm not familiar with it. And I died there. I just took one hit off of it, and I died.
Off the fentanyl by accident?
Yes, and then I did it again one time, and they had to Narcan me 4 times, and they were putting the sheet over my head, and my eyes just opened.
And when you say sheet, do you mean the sheet?
Yeah, I was dead, yes.
Holy smokes, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I don't really mess with it at all.
Wow.
But I do tell that story because the blues are really bad.
For sure. Yeah, you should tell that story.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good story to tell. I mean, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever had to save anybody from an overdose?
Yeah, well, it was heroin, not blues, but yeah.
Wow. And what happened?
She had never done heroin before, and she did too much. And so, yeah, well, yeah, it was awful.
And where do you stay at night?
Anywhere I can. I mean, I usually just roam around until I either run into somebody I know and I feel comfortable going with, or I just go to a friend's house because I have one good friend.
That's good. That's good that you have a support system for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people out here, they don't have that, you know?
Right.
What's your message for your family if they end up seeing this interview? Or friends?
My family wouldn't be surprised that this happened to me, really. Because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. But my friends, I really don't have many friends. I have one good friend, and that's it.
That's it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of work did you do in the past?
I would waitress or manage retail.
What kind of dangers do you face being that you are a woman out here in the streets? Do men ever try like doing anything to you, like harming you in any way?
No, they don't try harming. They try the basic, picking you up and stuff. But I've never really been harmed.
That's good. That's good, because I just interviewed somebody earlier that they told me they've been through a lot. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, would you be okay with a follow-up interview in the future?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
And would you be okay with me posting this on my YouTube channel?
Yes.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man.